Good morning, everybody. My name is Zina محمد. I'm teaching novel for second-year students. Today we are going to deal with a new novel. It is called The Pride and Prejudice. It is written by Jane Austen. So before we start reading any novel, we should know something about the author or about the writer himself or herself. So here we have Jane Austen. Jane Austen was an English novelist. She was born in 1775. She wrote 6 novels. A well-known writer. Her novels deal with a most important subject in our life, which is love and marriage, and deal with the condition of women at that time. So do you have an idea about this writer? Brother, you have an idea? Yes.
Jane Austen was one of the greatest novelists in the history of language.
Yes.
Pride and Prejudice is one of the unique right work that she's done.
Yes.
Okay, she represents that period of time in very fantastic way.
Yes.
Okay, she criticized the society that she came from.
Yes, very good. She criticized the society at that time.
Yeah, on how they treat the women in that way.
Yes,
Okay.
the condition of women at that time.
Yeah, in 18th century.
In 18th century. Yes, thank you, Rada. Yes, Ja'far.
Yes, Miss. Jane Austen, actually, she is a very great writer.
Yes.
Her writings and novels are very interesting to read.
Yes.
Actually, there is a lot of moral lessons we can take from Pride and Prejudice that we can apply on our lives. So
Yes,
we can
very
get a
good.
benefit
She can
from it.
apply. What about her level?
Yeah.
What about her level?
Jane Austen came from a high class.
High class family. Yes.
Although she came from a high class family, she criticized these high class
Yes.
people
She,
because they look down at others.
yes.
They look just like from the financial state of the people.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
What about her education?
Jane Austen had a great education. Actually, she had the opportunity to study even the middle class.
And to study even at home also.
Yeah.
This is her house, and now it's a museum, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So what do you know about Jane Austen, Muhammad?
Yes. I can say that Jane Austen is the great novelist of the history of English.
Yes.
First of all, she considers her novel Pride and Prejudice as a brilliant work.
Yes, that's
She
right.
was born at 57
Yes.
and
1775.
Yes,
Yes.
and died in the age of 41.
What about her way of writing?
She was really close to the people,
Yes.
especially from the not high class. Although she is a high class writer,
Yes.
she criticized the way they lowered
Yes.
the others.
She doesn't talk about war or other problems or political events. She talks about what?
Love, marriage,
And
the social issues.
that is why if you open the book and read the first sentence, you can see, or let me tell you about this sentence. It is a truth universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of a good fortune must be in want of wife. This sentence is very important and famous in English literature. This universally, she's talking about universal things. What else? What do you know? What about her family? Her sisters and brothers? Yes, Zahra.
She had 6 brothers.
6 brothers? Yes.
Sister.
Yes, 1 sister, Cassandra. Yes.
Her sister Cassandra burned most of her work.
Yes, burned most of her. She burned most of her works.
She wrote
Unfortunately,
6 novels, around more than 3,000 letters.
Okay.
But them just 160
Yes.
because her sister burned most of them.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, أشرقت.
Jane Austen started early. On 21, she wrote a novel called The First Impression. The early version of Pride and Prejudice.
Yes.
But her first novel appeared to a friend was Sense and Sensibility was on her own expense.
Yes, that's right. This is Jane. This is our writer. Yes, Sarah.
And the last two novels she wrote, she died before she completed.
Yes, that's right.
In 1870.
Yes, that's right. Yes, Fahd.
Most of her writing published after her death by her brother.
After her death, after 52 years, her works were published.
Society didn't know that she is writing.
Yes.
Because she writes for entertainment.
Yes, that's right. Yes.
Yes, Master. And after her father's death, she still connected with the middle class.
Yes.
Actually, she had a better opportunity because of her brothers.
Yes.
Her brothers supported her. They always
Yes, that's right. Very good. Her brother supports her after her father's death. Yes. She well educated. The bond of the family was very strong. Yes. Okay, now we know who is Jane Austen. Now we come to study the themes of the novel. Actually, the novel deals with different themes. The first theme is
Love and marriage.
love and marriage. Yes, isn't it important?
Of course, it's
Of course. Essential subject in our life. That is why this novel is universal. Love previously and nowadays up to here, see? So, different types of marriage we can see in this novel. Let us get a brief summary of this. So we have the first type of marriage. Let me tell.
The first one is between Darcy and
Mr. Darcy and the heroine Elizabeth. Is it successful marriage?
successful
It is a
marriage.
successful marriage. Why?
Because it's on love and
Because it's based on love. But at the beginning they did not understand each other. They misunderstand each other.
Because the first impression that Jane saw of Darcy, because he was a pride man,
Yes.
that was affected on her.
Yes,
And
affected.
She hated him so much because of that.
Because at the first party or the first ball,
The first ball was not a good impression.
yes,
Elizabeth
no,
and her-
that is why the novel called The First Impression. What did he say?
He said she's not
Elegant enough to tempt me. He doesn't want.
special enough to tempt me.
He doesn't want to dance with her.
They were
Right?
confident with her because of his social class.
Of social class, very good. Yes.
They looked down for her.
Yes. What about the other type of marriage? Yes, Saif. It is successful. First, we are talking about Mr. Darcy and Mr. The second type we have Jane and Bingley. Is it
Successful.
successful? We have two successful marriages here between Mr. Bingley and is it successful? It's also based on love. The other type of marriage. Yes, Fahad?
Between Charlotte and Mr. Collins.
Yes. Who is Mr. Collins?
Mr. Collins is the relative to the Bennet's family.
Cousin of Mr. Bennet,
Who will inherit
the property after death of. What about the law at that time? Sorry, Fahad. Do you have an idea about the law at that time?
they don't have sons, so they won't inherit anything
The inherit.
because they are women.
They are women. The law at that time. Yes, Muhammad, you want to say?
Actually, the law at that time prevent women from inheriting.
Prevents women from inherit her family. Yes.
Another type of marriage that between Mr. Collins and Charlotte.
Yes.
It's unsuccessful marriage because
Who is Mr. Collins?
Mr. Relative to the Bennett's family.
Yes.
That he came to the neighbor to marry one of Bennett's daughters to inherit their property.
Did he ask Elizabeth or Jane's hand? Yes.
He wanted to propose to Jane, but her mother told him that she will soon be engaged
Yes.
with Mr. Bingley.
Yes.
Then he shifted to Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
Because he just wanted to marry to get
Yes, she rejects him.
She rejected him.
Yes.
Then she leaves him, and he proposed to her friend.
Yes, Charlotte.
Which is accepted immediately because she just want to marry and get settled.
Yes. A girl of about 27 years accepts such marriage. Why?
She just want to settle.
Yes.
And have a comfortable home.
Yes. She said, I'm not romantic. She said, yes.
I've never been.
Yes.
So it's not based on love.
It's
just benefits.
Yes, just for benefit. Yes. Another type of marriage we have between Mr. Wickham and Lydia. Yes, Saif, do you have an idea about this?
Yeah, the other marriage between Lydia and Mr. Wickham.
Yes.
Mr. Wickham was a cousin of Mr. Darcy.
Yes.
Who tells a wrong story or a false story to...
In fact, he is not cousin. Yes, he is cousin. This is the wicked person in the novel. A villain person.
Yeah.
What did he do?
He tricked Lydia.
Yes.
He told a false story.
And they eloped together. What's the meaning of elopement?
That means the inherit of the state of...
Ahmed, what's the meaning of elopement? Yes, to
It's run away
without the permission of the family. Yes, with the families. Yes.
Lydia was a silly girl, and she, in the novel, she is the one of Mr. Bennet's daughters, who
Their marriage based on what?
Their marriage was based only on money.
Yes.
There were no love, and there were a story or.
No, there is a love. Yes, Ahmed.
Not successful.
Why not successful?
Because depends about the money.
Depends on what? Yes.
And run away with him.
She runs away with him. Yes.
She was teenager.
Yes, teenager. This marriage based on benefit and based on yes. Yes, that's right. This marriage is temporary. Yes. Another type of marriage we have. Yes, Jafar.
We have the traditional marriage.
Mr. Bennett and Mrs. Bennett.
They both came from like the middle class family. So their marriage was unhappy, especially Mr. Bennett, because he was so unhappy with his wife. Because like the only thing she.
But they got married for more than 23 years without.
The experience of 23 years.
Yes.
His wife didn't understand him.
Yes, without mutual understanding.
Without mutual understanding, because they are like totally different characters.
Yes, that's right.
Different personality.
Do you have an idea about his character?
Yeah, of course. Mr. Bennett was like just like ignorant person who didn't like, he didn't thought about raising his daughters or something. He was
Foolish gossip. Just she has only one aim in her life. Is yes. To get her daughter married. What about Mr. Bennett?
Mr. Bennett, actually, he was like so tired of them because of their foolish act.
He isolated himself from his family.
He made his own time just reading books in his library.
Yes.
And not really getting close to his family.
Yes, that's.
In a correct way.
Yes, that's right. This is the first theme. Now we come to another theme. So we have different themes in this novel. That is why it is a universal novel. So another important theme, we have the theme of the family. Yes, Muhammad, do you have an idea about this family? Of course, we have different families in this novel.
Concentrate on the first Bennett's family.
Bennett's family, yes.
First of all, Jane also represent this relationship, family relationship,
Yes.
as not good. Because first of all, we have the father, which he is not responsible person.
Responsible person who does not care. The family bond of was weak.
Yes, of course.
Yes. What about the father when he accepts to or allows his girl to go alone for 1 week? Yes.
He just told her that you just go
Just to
away.
get peace in mind. Yes.
Peace in mind.
She's a teenager alone.
Consequences. He didn't care about the consequences. What's going to happen?
What? Yes.
On every
Yes. Responsible to his family.
on every like silly action they do or they put them in a stupid situation, he replied with sarcastic comments.
Yes,
and
sarcastic.
criticize
Ironic
them, not
style.
advise
Yes.
them.
That's
The
right.
father should advise, not should criticize.
Yes, that's right. What about the relationship between sisters, Elizabeth and Jane?
They were
They
so
were like
close
more
together.
than friends. Like
Yes, friends. They are more than so. Here, Jane Austen concentrates about the relationship among the families and within the family itself. Another important thing, we have social class. Okay. Yes, Rada?
Okay. Paradigm just represent the ranks among the social classes.
Yes.
So just like the Venice was where living in real standard living.
Yes.
But Mr. Darcy and Mr. Bingley were nobles.
But they got married, Elizabeth and Mr. Darcy.
Families of good fortune, so they look down for the others.
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Darcy
Came from
came from high class.
And?
So, the Venice are from
regular
standard.
middle class. Yes.
So that is making a big gap between
Yes,
the families.
lower middle class, lower. So the gap between them causes so many problems or misunderstanding. Although Jane Austen herself came from high class and she criticizes the British landed gentry, the owner of the lands. She criticizes her society because at that time they look down at others. They belittle others. They respect only the people who have money and social standing. That's okay. So we have another important theme. We have women and femininity. Yes.
Women in that time, I mean 18th century.
18th century. Keep in your mind that we are talking about 18th century.
Yeah. And she was not getting her full rights.
Yes.
Yeah. Just like she got no right of inheriting her father.
Yes,
or her
the law at that time prevents women
from
inheriting her family.
Yeah.
That is why the only aim to get what?
get
To secure their life, to secure their future
by marriage.
by marriage.
Yeah.
Okay?
And
So women at that time depend on what? On whom?
it depends on the family first.
On-
And when she get married, depends on the house.
Yes, before marriage they depend on their families. After marriage, the responsibility transferred to their husbands. So they depend heavily on their family or their husbands. So here Jane Austen focused on this theme, important theme. See, another theme we have money. Yes, Fahad, do you have an idea about? Yes.
One of the most important reasons in the novel that caused to the relation between Darcy and Lizzie to get better, because he paid to Wickham to get married from Lydia.
Yes, that's right. And also the first sentence, Fahad, when the family knows that, or Mrs. Bennet knows that her neighbor was a wealthy man, a rich man, she wanted one of her daughters to get married from, because of what? Because of money.
His income.
Because of his income, yes.
Actually, many repeated incidents throughout the novel.
Yes.
Because we see it when actually Mr. Bingley came
Yes.
to the ball, and Mr. Darcy also.
Yes.
They all wanted to show him their daughters in order to
Yes.
fall in love with them.
Yes.
So he married them.
So marriage, we can say love is very important for marriage, but we should not neglect the importance of money, right? Another type or another theme of the novel is cheating. Yes, Zahra.
Okay, when Mr. Wickham told false story about Mr.
False story to Elizabeth in order to deform the picture of Mr. Darcy.
He told her that Mr. Darcy prevented him to take the money.
Yes.
And Mr.
So
Darcy,
this is an important.
Darcy left him
Yes.
for him. Then she told her sister about this, but she didn't believe her.
Yes, that's right. She said maybe a misunderstanding. Yes.
Was the important conflict that
Yes, the conflict
effect on the
in the novel. So we have another important theme, the theme of reputation. Yes, Ja'far.
Actually, reputation is a prominent element
In our life, yes.
Because reputation at that time, especially if one of the daughters allowed with someone that would affect so much on the family.
On the family reputation, family's reputation.
None of the daughters or none of the girls will ever marry.
Yes, that's right.
So,
And the family has 5 daughters, right?
5 daughters.
Who causes bad reputation, أشرقت, to the family? Lydia. Yes, she runs a bus.
The reputation was from the main reasons that made Mr. Darcy pay for.
But still, she's only 16 or 15, teenager. Her family should guide her, right? Especially her parents.
Because her thought was not clear.
Yes, still teenager, a girl of about 16 or 15 years. In fact, we have different themes, not only 9 themes.
Yes.
Today we are going to deal only with the main themes. We have another one, we have another theme, we have a pride. Yes, Muhammad?
Pride, it is the most important themes of the novel. Because the novel itself called
Pride and a Prejudice.
Pride theme here presented by Mr. Darcy in
Yes.
the novel.
Yes,
Because
very good.
he's pride and he looked down the others in fall.
Yes, that's right. And because his manner causes misunderstanding between.
Actually, the first impression that people receive from him
Yes,
in the ball
yes.
is very bad. It was
Yes, very
because
bad.
he was a very isolated person.
Yes.
He didn't mix with the people and talk
Only
with them.
he didn't even talk only with the people whom he knew. The same class. Yes. Now we have already explained the themes of the novel, and next lecture we are going to deal with chapter number 1 of Pride and Prejudice. Thanks for your coming, and thank you very much. Thank you. Most welcome.